Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan back here. Got a little bit of work done since our last recording. I extended this out a little. Figured since we wouldn't be running through this and having to jump, we could do 2 wide and barbed wire there. Maybe 2 or 3 wide here. Who knows? Don't know quite yet if we'll have enough scrap to do all that. We have a lot of spikes to upgrade and that sort of thing. I went ahead and dug out the mini bike entrance and got that installed. Figured that's something you all probably wouldn't want to watch me do. We just got through doing that a few episodes ago on the other base, and I made it exactly the same. There's no difference between this mini bike entrance and the other, except for how it goes down over on this area here. But just the same thing. Give us a way to get up here, and then give us a way to get up here. Looks something like that. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go back over to the base. I did a little bit of mining too, just a small bit. But we're going to go back over to the base and grab our bars. We're going to grab those. They should be cooked up now, as long as it kept cooking in the forge while I was over here. I did spend a little bit of time over there and letting it go. And we're not so far away, so hopefully they're done. Made a bunch of them, probably went overkill, but who knows? You know, we finished this little project up. Take on a horde. We might do another project, so you can always use those bars. And I think we used up most of the steel, or we used all the steel that was in the forge and replenished again, or replenishing. And to have a lot of steel, I don't know if it's going to be enough yet in order to upgrade everything we want upgraded to steel. Hopefully it will be. There's an airdrop I just passed by here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Well, hopefully we don't run over a landmine and have another issue with the bike. Hey, appreciate too all of you who went out and voted for me. Most recently here on the Fun Pimp forum for your favorite content creator. It's a good running. I wasn't very familiar with anyone on that list outside of Z Nation and Game for Kicks, and of course they had Bad Buck and CB the Great in my heat. I don't really, understand how they match everyone up, but it was what it was, and it was interesting. But I appreciate each and every one. I think there were 183 of you that went out and voted. And came really close to winning that thing. I didn't even know about it until just 2 days ago or so. Of course, by the time this airs, it'll have been a few days. But I would not have known unless Draco had not told me. But appreciate any of you who may have nominated me and gone over there and voted. That was excellent. So I think the first 3... the first, second, and third place go to the next heat, maybe? I don't know that for sure. You'd probably have to go over to the forums and actually read it yourself to find out for sure. But either way, it's just all fun and games, and not a big deal either way. But I really do appreciate your support there. And here on the channel as well, every day, watching these episodes. Hanging out in the stream. We're going to do another stream here soon. Maybe I can get another cool idea by this coming Friday. And we can start on another base. We'll see. But I enjoy spending time with you all live and interacting. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully we can have this done. I think our next... Let's go ahead and get our bars. I think our next... the forges are all out. Horde is on 224, maybe? So I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get everything together or not. Still, I can't forget this either. I need to go over to the other base that we took on the Horde during the stream. I need to get all my guns, all that stuff together. I have none on me, and so I could. I'm trying to think if I should just go ahead and grab those now. since we're over here and next to that base. And then I wouldn't have to worry about coming back over again if we did that. I think all my ammo and everything is over there. Maybe a few shotgun shells. Let's cap off the repair kits that we really don't need to. So we have a ton of bars. I don't think I'll use that many bars, but I made a bunch anyway just in case. Oh! Whoops, wrong thing to click on. Clickety click. Made those buckets so I could put my mini bike out when it was on fire. And it was kind of glitching out on me. Whoa. So I guess we're a couple days further than we were last episode. Covered a good bit of ground, but it was still a lot of boring things. I figured at this point in the Let's Play series, we're this deep in, we won't have to document every single second of everything. Now, when we start over on Alpha 16, we will. We'll document every second of every day. And when I stop the recording, I stop the game. So you all don't miss anything at all. Just much like we did it on this Let's Play series. Now, I will do a bit of editing as far as time-lapse and that sort of thing, early game, with the mining and all that stuff. Probably won't do that in real time. Maybe we would, do a little while we talk about what's going on, but in the new alpha. Okay, so we want to take shotgun, crossbow, our bullets, exploding crossbow bolts. I probably don't need that many of those. Let's do a sort here. Everything's sort of jumbled up. I think that's everything I want to take. We can just repair our guns. Okay, that's good, that's good. So let's head on back over and see if we can't get one step closer. Now, Pronto mentioned something today. He and I had a conversation. Pronto, a buddy of mine that plays on the server with us, he and I had a conversation a little while ago about, I can go this way, about the hotels and how I'd go about doing a defense on one of those. And over here on this build, I had the 50 pillars out to have a way to loot and shoot down beneath me, but he used quarter pillars, and I didn't even think about that. The quarter pillars are flat, so you're not going to be bouncing all over the place, and that's definitely the way to go. So I took out the couple pillars that I had put up, and I'm going to put, I've already made the quarter blocks. I guess I've made enough. I didn't count it out. I think it should be more than enough what I made. But anyway, we're going to put down the quarter blocks and see if we can arrange those in such a way that I can walk across them and loot between them, loot and shoot. And so that'll be a little different than the original plan was, like I said, to use those 50 pillars. I just don't like the 50 pillars because you get in between them and you bounce up and down, like really fast. And it's hard to get an aim on anything. And it's a bit glitchy still. So maybe we can use these quarter blocks and it'll work a little better for us. Just going to have to figure out how to arrange them, in such a way that they're gonna work for us. But this little build's coming along. Don't know what to call it yet. Before we get to Alpha 15, you can go ahead and comment here and kind of start it, give me an idea. But I forgot to do it at the beginning of the episode. Sometime soon, I want to get your feedback down below, and this is going to guide me in the direction that I should go for Alpha 16. I want you to comment down below what your favorite thing is that I do here in the Let's Play series. What do you enjoy seeing most out of everything that I do? Whether it be, I won't even give you, put thoughts into your mind as to, what they might be. But just give me some feedback on that. What is it that you enjoy about this series the most? What do you like seeing the most? And what do you like seeing the least? So we can go ahead and get that started. And then maybe, the next episode or so, we can start talking about that at the beginning of the episode so everyone has the opportunity to get involved in that. So let me get this upgraded here. I don't think I've ever done that before, and I am pretty new to YouTube. You know, I've not been around for very long. My channel was just kind of a generic channel. I signed up. I used to be a big fan of this particular MMA show. I did MMA for a few years myself, and so a big fan of that for many years. And so I set up this channel to comment back and forth on an MMA show that was on YouTube years and years ago, and I never used it outside of that. And so when I started up the Grand Spartan, and I was like, well, I'll upload a couple of these base designs, you know, and see what happens. And the one took off. The first one, I was like, whoa, you know, maybe there's something to this. People kind of want to see this. So I continued with it. You know, this channel's been around since 2000 and whenever, 9, 10, 12, whatever it was. But I didn't start uploading videos to YouTube until, well, I uploaded one in thinking it was awful quality, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll probably never upload another one. But I didn't get serious about it until less than a year ago. And then I started uploading consistently. Now, we've only been really serious about this for about 6 months. I figured it up the other day because we are, I think if you look at the amount of days, because each day is an episode, and we're on episode 174, something like that. So, you know, it's roughly half a year. And so didn't get serious about it. So I don't have a lot of experience doing what I do. I just get on here and enjoy what I'm doing and talk to you while I'm doing it. And so, you know, I need feedback. Know what you like to see, what you don't like to see. And if I get enough comments one way or the other, we'll try to add more of that type of content or take some of that out. You know, we'll adjust accordingly as I see fit. And maybe we don't change a thing, you know, maybe we just stay the same. But I feel like it's probably that point in, if I'm going to continue this, if I'm going to continue doing this whole YouTube thing, I need to get better at it. And there's no way to get better without your feedback. I could just kind of blindly go at this thing like I have for the last year or so. Or I could use your help, and I really could use your help. Now, I did go through and sort all of our inventories here in our storage chest. That was one thing I did. I took all of the miscellaneous stuff out of one, stuck it in the other. But, yeah, you know, I really appreciate that you all supported this channel, even with someone that was as green and as new as myself that had no prior experience to gaming and talking at the same time. And really, you know, you all have been so kind with support. Let's see here. Let's stick this corner here. Once we get this down, I can start making some barbed wire. It's going to take a good bit, though. It's going to take a decent amount of barbed wire. Like I said, I figured we'd double up on the lanes and make it a little wider, a little thicker for them to go across, so it takes a bit longer. Because this defense design is really just set up for me to kill them with firearms. Oh shoot, Spartan, with your timer again. I get so carried away. I get the game started, I sit down for the day, I'm all excited, and I just start recording and playing, and completely forget to do things I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna guess we've been going for at least 10 minutes. All right. We're about halfway done with this. I guess I could have done this off camera as well, but I need to sort of get it upgraded. That way the barbed wire is gonna be right around the corner. Getting that placed. There we go. Yeah, I really should get out more on YouTube and explore other channels. I really should. I don't do a lot of YouTube. I really, here for the past few months, I've not done a lot of Twitch. Before I was doing Twitch, but it was mostly musicians' channels. I hang out with Buck and CB and some of those guys. They do 7 Days to Die. But for the most part, I don't watch a lot of gamers on Twitch. Certainly not on YouTube. Maybe every once in a while I'll have a question about something on another game and I'll look, a quick video up and don't even know who it is I'm watching. I just type in my question and it sends me to a video and I watch a few moments of it. But probably would benefit me to get out there and see what others do. Though I'm not the kind of person, I don't like others to influence what I do. And so I try to stay away from any of that. The same thing with these base designs. So I go and I look at someone else's channel and they got this really cool base design. Then I'm going to be influenced by that. Even if I don't consciously think about what it is that they've done, it's going to be in the back of my mind and maybe I'm going to do something. So I just try to stay away from that altogether. And I don't look at other people's builds or what they do. I just try to come up with my own. It keeps my mind clear and free so that when I think of a design, it's just, completely, I don't know the word for it, but you know what I'm getting at. I don't have anything else clouding my mind when I'm trying to come up with a design, and so I can just think these things up and plan it out from beginning to end almost without having to put it on paper. I just explained that to someone the other day. They were asking, do you plan these things out on paper or something? And I don't do anything like that. I just get an image in my mind and go at it. One thing I did do is I took down one of the ramps that was right here. I felt like that was unnecessary. I didn't need that. But we're going to have to upgrade this stuff to steel because they're going to come up here and boom, they're going to ram into it and probably hit it. If I could have thought of a more ingenious way of doing it, we may have been better by putting ramps like, let's turn it around and upside down like that, where this concrete is at now. Having it like that, I don't know how that would look, but it would certainly give us. As it is, I'm worried that the zombies are going to come running down here and hit their heads on that thing because they're going to be spikes. Maybe we just do barbed wire around this outer ring and then spikes on the interior portion, and that gives just one more area. Because if I put a spike right here, it's going to be standing up like that, and that might cause them to, bump their heads on this thing. We certainly don't want any zombies getting injured in the filming of these videos and bumping their head. We don't need a lawsuit. So, yeah, it's almost too late to change that. Not quite yet, but it's getting to be to where it's almost too late. But maybe if we just put a ring of barbed wire around that outside, and then they could sing, "I fell into a ring of barbed wire." That's pretty awful. All right, so next step. Let's get our quarter pillars out. And ooh, I don't know if we have enough. We can make plenty more. I have a lot of concrete on me, so we have the bars. We're gonna get this corner out here because I think we missed a couple corners. Yes, we did. It's all starting to come together now. Oops. Well, this baby should be solid. This is all concrete. All the way down. So, let us take a look at the quarter pillar and see what it's going to look like if we put it down on this level here. So, we can put it up there. But if we put it down on the bottom portion of this block, it's going to get us closer. I just wonder how close that actually is. So we imagine there's, may as well, let's get some rebar out. This is a block because it's going to be a spike there. So if we put it there, well, I see that's like right there up under it. That's going to be too much. At least the zombies can't pile up, but we're going to do it the other way. I think we're going to put it on the top. We're going to make it even with the top. Now let's put a few up. And let's see here. Now let's put this there. I'm going to jump on it like we're a zombie on a spike. I'm trying to get down as close to the bottom as I can. Let's stick this here, because that's where the loot's going to be. And the spike right beneath it. Son of a gun, Spartan. Now, could we crouch? Yes, we can crouch and reach that. All right. That was the question. Ooh, no broken leg yet. Of course, we got a lot of building to do before it's all over with. We'll have a broken leg. Don't want to have that broken leggy. All right, so I think these blocks are attached now, so it'd be okay to just place them all the way across. Oh, shoot, I thought I messed that up. I also think that I want to make these into steel. I don't know if we're going to have the resources to do that, but if we do, we need to do it. After we get all of our spikes in place, we'll look into making it steel, because they are going to be able to hit on these things a little bit, maybe not a lot, and it's not going to affect us. We're going to have 2 tiers of this bad boy, so yeah, if they were to break through, they still can't get up here, even if they did. You know, they're going to be standing on spikes, and you might get one or something to slip through and pop up top, but so let's jump up there before I get any farther, because we could take that down very easily with the auger and just take the ends off and let it all fall if we don't like it. So we'll look at it here. So there's a little bump when you move across, but there's none of that in the middle of it, like those 50 pillars. Right here I'd be boom, 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 I'd be up and down, and there's none of that there. We just have a little bit of it coming across. So that should be good. I'm going to have to think of something too, because the spiders are going to want to crawl up the outside of that thing over there. Maybe put something up there to prevent them from doing that. We would just put some bars up there. I mean, I want it to look good and all, but being functional is more important than looking good. We used to use this for our underground repair system, and now haven't used that much, if any, on Alpha 15. There's not much use for it when your spikes are made of steel. Spikes hardly ever get destroyed. You might lose one in a horde, and you see these massive hordes. Imagine if I just had 8 per wave. Those spikes would never get damaged at all. We could just have them for, I don't know, 20, 30 hordes without repairing them. And so they're really tough, those steel spikes are. So it looks like we might have enough quarter blocks so we don't have to make any more of those. We can save the rest of our concrete for, I meant to check those forges too and make some more, get some more concrete going. But we might have enough concrete to be able to upgrade these to reinforced without having to go back and get more. I have about a half a chest of concrete over there. I think I even have some in the mini bike. So we have plenty of that. Steel would be the only thing that we're short on. I left 3 stacks of steel at the base, the Hub City base, in case we had to go back there and fight a horde. We would have some over there to kind of repair wooden holes. So if I have to, I'll go get that if we're close. You know, if not, otherwise I figured if it's going to take 3 stacks or more, we'll just go back and make some in the forge. Right, so as long as you're in game, I don't have to be near that hub city. And those forges keep burning because I basically started the forges and left and came over here and worked. I did a little bit of mining over there, but it certainly wasn't long enough that they would have melted all of the, smelted all of the steel. To see how far that base is from where we're at here. It's an entirely different city and all of that. So that was a question we had earlier on. Can the will the forges keep going if you leave the city? Well, I mean, that kind of is what it is now. That's going to work. I think that's going to be better than the 50 pillars. I appreciate Pronto throwing that my way. You know, I thought 50 pillars, because you can't use bars, because you can't loot through bars. You can shoot, but you can't loot. And at least here, you could loot if you wanted to, or repair. I might even be able to axe a corpse down here through these things. You know, it reaches a long ways. So who knows? But we might have to give it a little test run at some point. All right, so the next thing would be to get this stuff upgraded to steel where we need it to be steel. I have to be really careful with this because we're very, very limited on our steel supply considering how much steel we're going to need. We could also get our spikes in place. We're going to need to make some barbed wire. I say we go ahead and get, let's see how many 2 stacks we'll make. Well, we'll just make 1 stack right now. 666, that's not a good number. How about 333? Half of that number, that ugly number. All right, let's get in here and start upgrading some things. So we know we want these steel. We certainly don't want these to get destroyed. Maybe 2 up would be good. I don't know. We probably do the whole thing because I'm going to be attaching some things to them. So we want them to be as durable up top. As a matter of fact, while I'm here on each one of these, let's go ahead and get the top. Might look a little silly to have the reinforced concrete in between the steel. So we might go ahead if we have enough and just upgrade those anyway. It won't be long when they introduce that paintbrush. This could be made out of Play-Doh, and you would not know it because I could make it look like steel. Or the other way around, it could be made out of steel and looking like Play-Doh. I don't know why Play-Doh came to mind, but sounded soft and squishy. This all needs to be steel through here as well, I guess. We probably do all that steel. I don't think anything's gonna beat on that, but maybe we can leave that center part. I would just have to see. I didn't add anything up here or calculate anything for this build, so I don't really know how much steel we're gonna need for it, but I know there's a lot of steel involved. See, they're already beating on these things here, and they come over and attack when zombies attack. Here we go. When zombies attack. So we're gonna get this upper portion upgraded. We want that top one to be steel. That's gonna hold our weight. It's kind of silly that the part that holds weight just has to be steel, but the rest of it doesn't. All the rest of it seems like that would compromise the, you know, the load bearing. It does not. It can be held up by concrete, but as long as it's steel, it holds the block. All right, well, we're left with 59 of those quarter blocks left. I hope we didn't make a mistake. Let's take a look at what this is going to take. Something like that. And how could we do this so that it's nothing's gonna fall? Let's just make some pretty little rings. Pretty little rings. I don't know why that voice had to come in, but get this all around here like so. Don't want to waste any of these. Certainly don't want to mess up because they're kind of a pain to have to take down. So this may be a little similar to Snowfall. You know, we did a few things similar to this one that we did to Snowfall, but It is its own base. It's going to be a different design, different strategy. Well, not so different. You know, we're going to be shooting with guns and all, but it's going to be just a little bit different than the setup we had over there. Certainly not going to look the same. All bases, I guess, kind of work the same, unless it's a free fall or funnel. A lot of good comments about the funnel base. I hope that one gets more exposure. I don't know how to get a video to how to make a video get more exposure other than just upload it and hope that people watch it. Don't really know much about that side of YouTube on how they decide who watches what video or anything, but want to get that that funnel system base a little bit of exposure. You know, that was a neat looking base, a good design, solid design. Would handle 100 per wave if you could, you know, set that up to happen. And so it'd be pretty cool if we could get that thing some exposure somehow. And I appreciate all of you who tweet and all the social media and stuff. Get that stuff out there. Really do, because I don't do social media myself. So I looked into it. Oh, son of a gun, Spartan. I looked into it not too long ago, and it, you know, it just, I couldn't see any benefit to having it. When I upload a video, those of you who are most dedicated, who would subscribe to something like that, you're going to get the notification anyway. So, you know, it would just, I looked at someone else, another YouTuber. It's really popular, has a lot of followers, subscribers. And that's all they did on there was just tweet, you know, newest video uploaded. And you know, so I probably won't ever have social media unless I can see that there's some benefit to invest time into something like that. Right now, I just invested my time into getting these things recorded and uploaded and edited and published and out to you all, instead of messing with the Twitter, messing with the Twitter and the book face and all of that social media stuff. All right, starting to take form. All right, come this way, back over here, and right there. We need to connect those innards, those inward or inward pillars. And we'll do that. Oh, nice. We can reach these from over here. Let's get in here and get these all connected as well. And then I can get up top and it'll be a lot easier and it'll go a lot faster. I was going to do this off camera, and I thought, you know, last time I left off, and it was actually a mistake. I had uploaded the wrong episode, but last time I left off placing some of the bars, someone told me they felt cheated, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just document this for you all. Hopefully it's you all will follow along with it. Hey, really appreciate the support on Stranded Deep and the Forest. I was actually sitting there this afternoon. I was in town and was at a meeting, and I had the wiki brought up for the Forest and for Stranded Deep. I'm trying to just look through it and see if there's anything I was missing. Maybe something that could help me along my way without spoiling too much of it. And it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff that I have not dabbled with yet on either one of those games. So we're certainly going to dig in even more over the course of the next few weeks. Now, I've been keeping those episodes about 30, 35 minutes, not making them as long. And every other day we're rotating. We're Stranded Deep one day, we're the Forest the next day, and we're 7 Days to Die every day, of course. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And if you enjoy watching me play 7 Days to Die, I really think you would enjoy watching those episodes as well because of that. Because it is new and interesting, and you can probably hear the excitement in my voice when I figure certain things out, and so it's worth checking out. It really, and I don't say that just to get you to watch a video. I mean, give it a chance and see. Usually, I think the first episode of both of those games was not very good for me because I was so overwhelmed with having to learn mechanics of a new game and the movement and all of that stuff that it's just a bit overwhelmed. But the second and the third and the fourth, and they keep getting better because I keep learning more, and it's kind of like this game. It's just second nature to me. I've been playing this game for so long now. There's not a lot you can tell me or show me that's going to stump me on here. I still learn something every day. It's not like that, but with those games, I know nothing. I am complete and total noob. And so it's pretty cool. Let's take this thing out. I don't know why I keep messing these up. So this is quite the process. I'm gonna mute for a second, take a sip of my tasty beverage. Right. See if I can't get these things laid out. Go ahead and challenge ourselves to finish it before 2200. Maybe it'd be easier to do it this way. Just go left or right. Oh yeah, that's placing a lot faster that way. Of course I have something to walk across as well. I'm not having to stretch and reach across to the other side to do it. Don't want to misplace too many of these things. We only have, well, I have 216 left here, and I think I have a few more in the storage chest. But it's gonna take a lot because I still want to go around the exterior portion and hang out at least 2 from that if it'll allow, and I think it will. Go 2 out from the edge out there. That way it gives us a little hangover on the over the barbed wire, and not the kind of hangover after a long night of drinking either. All right, Terry Brady, I really appreciate you. I really do. I hope you got my email the other day. Appreciate your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. She's been very special here lately, and just want to give you a little shout out there, Terry Brady. I got to be careful with that too, though. I don't know how many of you might want your oh, that's a wandering horde, your tag or whatever mentioned on a video, but I don't mind doing shout outs, and honestly I don't mind if you plug your channel. Now if you come in here and talking about, this guy sucks, go watch this dude instead, then I might remove that comment. But if you just want to plug your channel or something, I don't mind that so much. I mean, heck, we all have to get started somewhere. And I know I did something similar to that. Of course I did it with the permission of the people that I was plugging on. I was on Twitch, and we made Matina 2.0. Nurse Matina. Well, it's a good thing this thing has a lot of rounds because we need them all. Die? Oh no, we didn't make Matina. Oh, now we do have Nurse Matina. She's just gonna hang out right there for the rest of the episode. Ooh, shot to the head. Oh, we kill him. Nice. Well, we had plenty of 9mm ammo. Figured to use it for something. Nurse Matina. We've made a lot of Mats and Matinas lately, seems. And no machete. No machete to hack those limbs. All right. Starting to come together now. So you see why I went around the outer bands. First was to give it all that support so we don't have any cave-ins or anything fall down on us. Everything is supported by steel around the exterior portion of the bars. This is usually how I do it. If you've never put up bars before over a large area, this is how I do it. Now I say that 3 minutes from now the whole thing caves in and falls down, but you know, the supports are in the proper places, and I do believe they are. Should hold the weight just as we're doing it right here. Go around the exterior portion first, and it's going to take like 6 clips to kill this guy. Don't forget too, ladies and gentlemen, I have capped skill with the pistol. There he goes. And all the perk points handed out, so that's as most you're going to get out of using the pistol, the 9. Maybe if I turned it on the side, you know, it would work a little better. Alright. I guess we can go ahead and fill in this gap here. Well, that's a big gap right there. That makes me nervous, but I think it should all hold just fine. What are we down to? 48 bars? What? Well, you're going to be close. I have to go grab the other ones out of the storage chest. Let's make sure it didn't... Oh, yeah, okay, I have them in here. So 143 should finish us out comfortably and have a few leftovers. It's a good thing I did make all of those. I thought, well, we're overkill, but maybe we do another project after this, and, you know, I can use them on that or something. Man, it's a good thing I made all of those. Like that, and that. And is that the last one on the interior portion? I think it might be. Now, can we go around the exterior portion? Geronimo! I didn't break our leggy. All right, now we need to go around out here. How many is this going to take? Hopefully not more than what we have. I hear you over there, Nurse Martina. Old gal, you. At least I don't have to worry about her getting away. How you doing over there, gal? You're not doing so well. Oh, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to hang right there until Grand Spartan's done working on this base for the day, and I'll come spend some time with you. Maybe make you a little pen, a little cage. Or maybe we'll just let her roam free. Not that she'll be roaming far, but she's free. She's free to roam. 34. Oh. Yeah, see, I planned that out. I knew I'd have about 8 or 9 left over at the end, and wow. All right, so we got really lucky with that. That we don't have to go back and make more. So that should be perfect. there. Yeah, don't get angry. Don't get angry and all testy. Tell you what, let's, you got a little bit too much leg on you there. Let's go ahead and take that off. Now. Oi, hey, now, hey, I'm just trying to help you out. See if we can take this part of the leg. That is just leg. Oh, yeah, look at that. Right at the hip. We just took it off at the hip. Hey there, pretty girl. How are you? No comment. All right. We're going to move on from Nurse Martina. And I'm trying to decide if I want to come one more out with the concrete. I know I want to make this concrete holding these two together here. I'd like for that to be concrete. Like that. But I wonder if I should make this one further along the edge. I think it'll be fine. Just don't want a cop to get damaged and explode right here and leave a hole or a gap to get down and start digging. Oh, is that a deer? There's a deer in there. So put away our bars. I tell you what, let's get out the spikes, and we can't do any barbed wire until we get the spikes in place. Oh, I need to upgrade this to steel. I don't want any of that to be destroyed. We almost better make this steel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? We need to make that into steel. That way, cop explosion or just a random zombie beating on that area right there doesn't take that out, because our whole thing would fall down. That would be pretty awful. This part as well. This is really close if they get backed up or piled up in here for a zombie to beat on it. And how much steel do we have left? That's the next question. Let's take a look at that. Let's see how much steel we have in our inventory. Don't want to carry this episode on for too much longer. So I think we have enough where we could afford to do that and make all the pillars steel and all that stuff on the exterior portion so it looks good and right and cool. Maybe even make that into steel. Ramps down there don't much matter. I don't know if you all listen to my videos with a headset. That particular sound using the nail gun to upgrade has a lot of bass in it. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm going to try to rework my sound here pretty soon too. I'm going to try to reroute it going back through the mixer to come out to you so you all can hear what I hear, because what I hear is really nice coming out of this mixer into this headset. And you all are not getting that. You're not getting that kind of quality. But I'd like to fix that. I'd like to make that possible for you all. Hear what I hear. Do you hear what I hear? Yeah, we probably need to make the interior pillars steel as... Oh, look at that. I missed one. You missed one, Spartan. Uh-huh. Something like that. Oh! Oh! She died. She died from loneliness. But she left me a splint. She said, Spartan, I must be moving on to the next life, but I know you need this. You break your leg every episode, and you're going to need a splint. So let it be my the last thing that I do for you, to leave you a splint. Repair your leg. Moment of silence for Nurse Martina. All right. All that's coming together. Probably use more steel on this base than we did the snowfall base. And this is a smaller base, but I didn't need to necessarily make some of this steel, but I'm going to do it anyway just to make sure we're 100% confident on durability of some of these blocks, because I don't know how they're going to react to this stuff. You know, I have no idea. They might just come up in here and all on my base and it just falls apart. So we want to make it at least give us the opportunity to make it as durable as possible. Forgot about this not being able to be upgraded to steel quite yet. So this will be a steel fortress. We went overkill on all that steel for that Hub City base we just created. And didn't even use most of it. Almost didn't use any of it. Just used a little bit for the spikes, and we had all that steel left over, so I figured I'd put it to good use. And this design is going to require us to use a decent amount. Alright, well, I guess this looks a bit awkward here. Might as well make that into steel too, eh? It's kind of a waste of steel, but it looks good. Looks real good, Spartan. Alright, now before I get much more crazy with the steel, let's go ahead and get our spikes in place down below. Did not break my leggy. Alright, here we go. Guess we can come back around after we get a couple rows of these done and upgrade them, but we're gonna upgrade those now. That looks nice, you know, the way it matches with the base. Something like that. Boy, I can't go too much longer. We've been going for a while here. We only have a few days left before that horde is upon us. So, you know, that's why I went ahead and grabbed the weapons to save us at least a trip back over there. I think I have enough food and water to last me through the next couple days. But it's 2:21. Still several things I want to get done. Run. Oh, I didn't mean to upgrade that to steel. And so we might ride back over to the hub city. I mean, it's just a short ride, you know, it's just a 2-minute ride, but try to get as much done over here before that horde arrives so we can take the horde on at this base. It's kind of like the other base. Didn't think I was going to be able to get it done. I was like all down that day thinking, man, we got to wait another week before I can take on the horde. And then it all came together magically. And we were able to take on that horde. It'd be kind of nice to get a little wandering horde to come through here, though, and give us a sample, a test run, if you would. Made way too many spikes, I know that. Did not mean to make so many. But I think because I did not go angled pieces on this part right here, like I probably should have, we won't put a spike on the exterior row here. We'll put barbed wire down there. And I think we're going to have enough much scrap do we have in our inventory? Yeah, we're going to have enough scrap to do all of that. That's probably going to be the trip that we make back to the hub city. We'll pick up a few things while we're there, eat and drink, but we're going to transport all of our goods back to our main base in the hub city, just in case a cop were to get all crazy and explode out there by our storage chest. We don't want to lose all this stuff, because I have enough that I could make another base similar to this size. I might have to do a little bit of mining in between, but we could make another base that's something like this. So maybe on a live stream here this Friday or something, if this one works out, then we'll move on to another project. If this one does not work out, we may try to fix it. That's a lot of steel to auger, fix it, but maybe there are a few things we could change around to make it work. So we just have to see. Now at this point, you know, I could put down a frame right here to get to the interior spot in there to loot and destroy the corpses. Let's get out the barbed wire. The barbed wire. Let's see what this is gonna look like. We'll start right here. Oh, already stepping on the barbed wire. Still no broken leg. Maybe it's the, maybe we have the spirit of Nurse Martina following us around, guiding our every move, protecting our legs. Oh! Didn't mean to do that, Spartan. Hey. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. All right, well that one's done. Let's get another row here. It'd be kind of cool if you could put it on the angle as well, you know. Lay it flush on the angle, not just stick it up like that, because that would look silly. It'd be neat if they would make things on the game so that you can fit it as you see it. So when you have a curved piece, you know, the barbed wire would just fit into that curved piece or that angled piece, or that'd be pretty cool. Probably not too many years from software being that advanced that we can do things like that. Mold it with your hand, with your mind. Oh, Spartan. Spartan, stop it. Guess we could put a little barbed wire on this stuff too. What do you think? I really don't know that it's going to make a difference if we do that. You know, if we put it like right there, I don't know what that does. Slows them up a little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, you could put it up there. I didn't think about that. You could put it up on the bottom portion of this pillar right there. That's a pain in the rear end, though, to get it lined up under there. So we most likely won't do that. But you could. You absolutely could. Maybe they'd bump their heads on that. I don't know. Do not know. We're just concerned with the pillars and protecting those. Not even going to concern ourselves with the inside. I'm going the wrong way to do this. I need to go clockwise. Don't know why I'm crouching. Let's reset it. Actually, I need to go counterclockwise. Is the way I need to go. Know what I mean? You following me? I think this is kind of a waste of time what I'm doing here. It's going to take all of about 5 seconds for them to break the barbed wire off that we see here on this stuff. Matter of fact, let's just do this. Let's just stick it here. Can we even fit it? No, you can't fit it there because it takes up the bottom block. Owie. All right, now this one is important, and we could do a triple layer chocolate cake right here on this. You know what I mean? You following me here? I'm gonna probably need to make some more. I don't know. I don't know. It's 3 times. Maybe not. It's 3 times 30 something, I think. People ask me all the time the dimensions of the base, and in my mind, when I go to lay it out, I'll say, okay, this probably needs to be in the 30s. So let's do it. Let's do it 31, or let's do it 35 or 27. You know, I come up with a number, but yeah, I don't ever really keep track of that after the initial layout. I've built so many bases over time that all those numbers just kind of mush together in my mind. My mind is mush. So we should have plenty of barbed wire to slow them down as they're coming at us. And I did lose some frames this last time. I think I'm trying to play it with the graphic settings too high with this UMA stuff that they have in the game. It's, you know, I just don't, it's not optimized well enough for me to be able to do that. Now 16 comes out, I fully expect us to be able to bump that sucker up to 80 or 100. I better be able to. I'm going to be upset if I can't. But as it is now with the UMA textures, we could probably either turn those UMA textures off or down and, you know, accomplish more and a better frame. And I know if I turn the graphics settings down, we could. Right now, most everything's set on Ultra, and I like that. I like finally being able to play with it all on Ultra. 1080, everything Ultra, the shadows and reflections and all of that nice stuff. The bells, all the bells and whistles. But when hordes hit, if I were just 8 per wave, you'd never even see. It would just be like they didn't exist. But the 45 per wave is just a bit much on the machine. So we are very short on barbed wire. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more going here, and we're going to go over here. And we're long on this episode, and I apologize to you all for going long. But I want to get this done. I at least want to get this barbed wire done. We don't need that many. Let's make 100 more. Throw out the bone, meat, flesh, assemble, scrap, and get to work. See, oh, you know what? Let's just go ahead. I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's just do the 234. We still have to do this outer band here. Let's get the 3 on the inner band, and now the 2 on the outer band. I'm going to be putting it down faster than it's making here, most likely. So here, 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 here. Here, here. Ow. Almost done. Well, good episode today. We accomplished much in our endeavors here to build a horde-proof bunker. Concrete in the middle is starting to dry. It's looking nice. Upgrade all that stuff to steel. Get the maximum durability on all the stuff that they can hit. or that they might hit. It's going to be a lot of barbed wire. This is going to be more than I normally use in number, just sheer volume because of the size. Or doing it 3 wide instead of the 1 wide. Because we're not going to have to jump over it. You know, if we want to get down there, we'll just build some frames to get down. But I'll show you here. So this is how we would get in there now that we've put our defenses up. Let's take a look at it from the outside, and we'll call it look a little something like this. We'll come out here. I might have to put some bars up on this level as well, around just this one spot here to keep a spider from climbing up here with us. We're going to have to put a stop to that somehow at some point. And let's go on up to the top. Show you what it might look like from up here. Yes, yes, it's coming together. Should give us plenty of room to get out here and shoot down upon them. I have to get some lighting going on here. I don't know how we might do that. I have some lighting left over. Oh, I have a good idea. Grand Spartan has a good idea for lighting. And we'll get to that next episode. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll call it a day. It was a fun episode. Got a lot done. Got all that I wanted to get done, plus some. It's always good when you can do that. Go ahead and upgrade these 2 to steel because they just look wrong like that. Well, everyone, have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I'll see you all tomorrow.